já tão fluindo, tá funcionando, a empresa tá trabalhando, tá investindo, somando bitcoins. Enquanto a grana sobe e cresce, mulheres na festa dançam e desce, aperta a grama, tão cheirosa e forte.
Cripto.com, a moeda Cronos. Coach Max Brasília aqui reportando com vocês. Dia 20 de junho, segunda-feira, Monday, June 20, lunes, 20 de junho. Coach Max, né, o Capitão Cronos, está aqui novamente com vocês com o único objetivo de empoderar aí a nossa comunidade CRO, né? Let's CRO together, let's CRO juntos. Esse é o objetivo que eu tô criando aí na segunda e nas sextas-feiras aí com o conteúdo Crypto.com para isso, né? Para que a nossa comunidade CRO fique longe de qualquer pânico, porque bear market tá pesada, é muito urso para tudo quanto é lado, não é só má notícia, são más notícias, péssimas notícias, horrorosas notícias, e é um cenário global, né, que a gente aí não consegue sair de péssimas notícias. Então eu tô aqui para isso, né, para acalmar minha comunidade CRO. E hoje eu vou fazer um vídeo diferente, eu vou abrir um espaço aqui para um conteúdo em inglês que eu criei com um grande investidor aí do canal, amigo do canal. Eu sempre é bom lembrar, né, que eu quero que você se inscreva no canal, comente, interage com a gente aí, com a nossa comunidade CRO. Tamo aqui, né, o Coach Max, o Capitão Cronos, né, o Matt Damon brasileiro, Capitão Supremo da moeda Cronos, da Cronos Army, do Exército Cronos. Tranquilo, vamos dar uma olhada aqui, como eu disse, em plena bear market não muda, não é conselho de investimento, mas ótimo momento aí de compra, né, a nossa CRO, mas eu vejo também para o mesmo cenário para o Bitcoin, né, que são duas moedas extremamente correlacionadas, né, a gente sabe disso, a gente que é investidor aí da Cronos, a gente sabe, a gente observa essa correlação aí com o Bitcoin nos gráficos escancarada. Então vamos dar uma olhada aí rapidinho no preço do Bitcoin, né, como eu disse aí, dia 20 de junho, June 20, o preço do Bitcoin, o price action da nossa Cronos, e aí eu vou logo em seguida soltar um conteúdo em inglês, eu criei com esse amigo do canal. Vamos lá, segunda-feira, 20 de junho, Bitcoin 20,000, 20k 567, Bitcoin a 20k 567. É uma baixa, né? O Bitcoin aí durante aí essa semana aí que se passou chegou a bater os 17k, né? Que é o fundo dos fundos, né? Do máximo aí, o fundo máximo aí de 2021 e 2022. Ou seja, né? Como eu já falei em vídeos anteriores aqui, Bitcoin é rei e tá sofrendo aí nessa bear market. Obviamente a nossa moeda Cronos aí também vai ser guerreira e vai lutar, mas vai oscilar, né? A gente vai passar por bons e maus momentos aí, mas com aquilo em mente. O preço não reflete o valor que tem o nosso projeto, né? Nada muda, é simplesmente comprar fundo e vender topo, né? E a gente sabe que esse topo aí nos próximos médio e longo prazo aí tá chegando para nós da nossa comunidade CRO, nos que creem, no que enxergam. Nossa CRO tá agora dia 20 de junho, segunda-feira, 11,423. Let it go up, let it go down, let it go up, let it go down. Deixa subir, deixa descer. Cronos é sinônimo de muito lucro no bolso. Basta ter paciência, ser o investidor inteligente que a gente é e colher os frutos. Tamo junto, família. Se inscreva no canal, deixa seu like, faça tudo aí, mete os dedão aí nas coisas que você tem que fazer. Esse é um jeito de apoiar. É sempre bom lembrar, não precisamos disso. A gente faz isso com amor e com carinho para você, buscando aí sempre trazer conhecimento, sabedoria em português para minha família CRONOS, para minha comunidade CRONOS, porque obviamente o Coach Max é o capitão CRONOS por uma razão, porque eu crio esse conteúdo primário para a comunidade CRONOS fala portuguesa. E tamo junto. Here we are with some expertise here. We have one more time a good friend of the channel, crypto Bitcoin miner, né? Crypto enthusiastic and investor. Most important, he's here to make money as
I'm a revolutionary.
Revolutionary, Brian. Brian, he's been here on the channel before, guys. Então eu só quero falar aqui para minha família CRO, né? Que eu fui desafiado aí a criar conteúdo em inglês, em espanhol. E isso aqui é parte de cumprir meu desafio, né? A gente vai olhar rapidinho aqui. Brian, let's take a look on the market real quick here, just so we can have a little bit of idea. And it's Monday, June 20, 2022. We are living like a very, I would say, aggressive bear market right now. And I want to hear your input on that. I know you just did a big job with Verus coin on a convention now, right? And
A consensus.
consensus. It was like a big convention here, and I want to hear some about that. And right now, as again, Monday, June 20, Bitcoin at 20,625. And para minha família Crono aí, né, o Capitão Cronos a 11,58. Mas vamos aqui. Let's get this opportunity here. We have here, as he says himself, I want you to introduce yourself again, Brian.
Thanks,
Bitcoin miner and being on a financial world as much as you have. It's an honor to have you here, man.
Well,
thanks
thanks.
for being here and chat with us.
Well, most of my background is in finance and information technology. I have a master in business, Duke University, in finance and economics, and I've been a financial advisor for a dozen years. And having lived through the crash of 2008 and deeply investigated mortgage-backed securities and collateralized debt obligations, I realized there was tremendous fraud, not only in finance, but also in the law that supports that fraud of the banks and the financial institutions. So I got very interested in cryptocurrency. I've combined my IT background with finance, and I've installed multiple Bitcoin mines. Right now I'm designing a mine to be powered off of natural gas in Oklahoma, and looking to get that financed. But most recently it was at the Consensus Convention in Austin, Texas. The first time it was in Austin. I've always been in New York. And it was a wonderful opportunity to meet some of the DeFi projects on Ethereum that we hope to attract, to interface with, or even run on top of Verus.
Awesome. What's I know you big bullish on Verus coin. You know, I know that about Brian, and he has like tons of money invest on Verus coin. He's very open about it. So tell me a little bit. Tell me a lot about Verus coin. What do you guys got going on right now? I was recently, actually today, Monday, on Verus coin, coin market cap. I don't really know, you know, it's a bear market right now. Nothing's really looking good right now, you know, and but Verus coins ranked number 484.
Right, that ranking is based on market cap, the number of coins times the price, and you know, just like a stock market, the value of the coin, the value of the company is based on the stock. We believe that most of the people that own Verus are hodlers. They're going to hold them. I have the majority of my liquid net worth in Verus. Is that a mistake? It's looking like a mistake now. At some point in time, it won't be a mistake. So I'm willing to hold it through it. It might be a while, because as we were talking before this, you know, this is not just a normal drop. This is probably the pricking of the huge debt bubble that should have happened in 2012, but the central banks pumped money in when was it Draghi of the European Union said we're going to do whatever it takes, and stocks went up from the summer of 2012 till recently, and it was all artificial. So I personally believe it's going to be, you see bonds are dropping, stocks are dropping, and crypto's dropping as well. So people are getting afraid. Now I'll tell you what a good investment is commodities. When stocks are not popular, commodities usually are. So with inflation coming, commodities are a good thing to invest in.
Yes. And Verus coin, man, I'm interested, you know, like ever since you told me about it, I've been doing some research, you know. What's the name of the CEO again, and what's the background of the CEO of Verus again?
That's
Tell
always
me again.
a good thing to talk about, and we were hoping that he would get to speak, but there's so much competition for speakers at Consensus, and there were literally probably a couple of hundred speakers, and they were decided early. So this is really Verus's debut. We met a lot of good people, made a lot of good contacts.
Very important. That's what matters, right?
Yeah, I spent time at the booth talking to people. A lot of people were interested. But Mike Tatongi is the main brains behind it, and he's got a couple of very good advisors that I had talked to and got to meet and have dinner with while we were there. But Mike started his own business. He left Microsoft, started his own business. Microsoft bought it, and supposedly he did it again, and Microsoft bought it. So he found himself back working at Microsoft twice after being a successful entrepreneur. Prior to that, he was the lead developer for Windows 95 and also .NET. So he really understands parallel processing, and that is the key to why this is currently going to be a very good complement to Ethereum and eventually a good competition to Ethereum, because Ethereum is working hard now to change its code because they can only process one transaction at a time. It's single-threaded. Well, that's not scalable, but Verus, being from the very beginning multi-processing, is very scalable. So the concept behind it was to be able to prove your identity without sharing your personal identity information, your PII. In other words, you know, what's the last four letters of Social Security number is what they ask in the US, what's your mother's maiden name, all these stupid little questions that nobody needs to know.
Right.
Well, the idea is with Verus's version of Web3, all that information will be, you know, verifiable without being revealable using zero-based knowledge. So Mike didn't like what he saw about Microsoft taking our data and selling it. So he wanted to make a private world, and he has created a extremely broad and deep economic system. Now, there's a couple of things that I believe every Ethereum project should look into right now to make their project faster, cheaper, and more reliable. And one of them is the Ethereum bridge. So you can take your DeFi contract that's built on Ethereum and use the bridge to execute it on Verus faster and cheaper. That alone is obviously very powerful, with the idea that you'll be able to build your own project onto Verus in the future. Now with Ethereum, there's just one blockchain for everybody. In Verus, you can build your own blockchain on top of it. So one other thing that is really important is the Verus Vault. Now the Verus blockchain is secured by both proof of work and proof of stake.
Right.
But people sometimes in other coins, to have proof of stake where you're earning interest in your wallet, you can't move your coins in and out. With Verus, you can move your coins in and out. But, and right now it has been earning about 10% interest. But you can also put your coins in a vault and lock them up with all sorts of rules, maybe a time parameter, maybe different keys to access it. You could use it as an inheritance so that your children could access it if you passed away. So the Verus Vault is very powerful.
That's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting.
So everybody at the Ethereum Consensus conference could take their tokens or ETH and put it in a Verus Vault. So all of those projects at Consensus could secure their coins by using the Verus Vault. So we were trying to get these messages out and get people interested and start using it. But unfortunately, it's a bad time where everything's deflating, where the central banks increased interest rates, and it's going to be a rocky ride, but I'm not selling mine. I might sell the interest I earn in my wallet, but I'm not going to sell the coins.
That's great, man. Thanks for sharing all this info. And there we are, guys. We have Brian here, and I'm going to leave on the description here some of more of various material for you guys. And guys, do steps necessary to be facing like a big sad recession time, you know, like it's global right now. We here in the US, in Raleigh, North Carolina, but I'm from Brazil, you know, recently visited Brazil, and Europe, Africa, Asia, you tell me, you name it, everybody's facing difficult times right now, and do steps, you know, to have some smart choices in terms of like how you invest in your money. You know, this is your financial health here. It's nothing to be played with, and take a good look on your investments and make sure that you are investing on good projects, because we've seen it. Brian is like a veteran here. He's been since 08, Brian?
Yeah, I've been with, well, I've been involved in crypto since 2010. I've been installing Bitcoin mines since 2018, and I've been with Verus since I guess 2018 as well.
There we go. He faces some bear markets, and he, as we were chatting before, he knows what we're living right now, and it's just the beginning. The worst is still to come, and let's just be safe and think about our families, think about our investments, and make sure that we take steps necessary to take care of our future. As he say here, you know, we gotta watch out for our generations to come and our investments, as it's how we start. And
Max, I got a coin for you, a Verus coin. No, I take a picture of everybody later.
Yeah, do Verus coin. Look, it's official now. I'm a holder of a Verus coin. Thanks, Brian.
And here's another one too, an even bigger one.
There. Oh wow! Oh wow! Hey, that's it, guys. See, I have good friends. I have generous friends that, you know, just share not only the knowledge. Brian's here. He's a serious friend of the channel. I admire his job. You know, he's on the financial world for like so long, you know, and he's I'm a big North Carolina lover. He's a local boy, just me, like me too.
More than half my life, but not originally from here.
Not originally from here, and a Bitcoin miner, guys, a money maker. He's has the right connections. He knows what he's talking about. You know, Brian is like crypto. I know he's my to-go guy, and I know he's a big believer of Verus, and that makes me, you know, support Verus. Nice to see you again, and that's it. Let's wrap it up.
And
Thank you.
One last thing I want to say is be careful about the economy, because inflation will continue on the things you need, but unfortunately on the things you have will experience deflation. That's what they call stagflation.
Stagflation.
So it'll be hard to sell things for value, and it'll be hard to buy things because the prices are going up a sum. So it's going to be a rocky time, but ultimately I do believe Bitcoin has shown us the future of real, hard, honest money, where you don't have mafia central bankers stealing our production of our hard work every day, like they have been for over 100 years. So it's truly a battle of good and evil in the financial world, and whoever controls the money controls the future. So you know they're going to try to fight it, but as you see regulation come up for cryptocurrency, don't be afraid of it, because the more regulation we have, the more the sovereign wealth funds and the institutions will invest and make it mainstream. So we actually need more regulation. So it's going to be a rocky few years, but I believe in my lifetime and in Max's lifetime, we're going to see much better times. So buy silver and gold and stock up on food and water. and
Verus coin, obviously. All right, that concludes. Beautiful said, man. See you next time, family. Tamo junto. Para encerrar, família, se perguntar para mim como é que tá a vida do investidor Crypto.com, o investidor CRONOS, em plena bear market, eu vou dizer assim, ó. Capitão CRONOS responde assim, ó. Tá doce. A vida tá doce. Igual essa donut aqui. Crypto.com. Cheers. Doce, doce. A vida é um doce. Investidor Cronos, a vida é um doce.
Tá ficando tarde. Acho que era nisso que eu pensava enquanto tentava dormir.